YouTube, what's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another video, guys. And today's video, which is live, is going to be on a mock draft number 11, guys. So it's single quarterback for PPR. Now, listen, I wanted to do a rookie mock, but I have a redraft audience. So maybe I might do one, maybe a special one, a certain thing like that. But right now, guys, I feel like my audience need to draft rookies inside of a redraft league, not just a dynasty startup. Because my channel is mostly redraft. I do a lot of dynasty content, but I decided just to stick to the single quarterback type format. So, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I said what I said. This is cutting edge content. Okay, guys. So we need 2 spots filled. So, guys, let's fill up these 2 spots. Before we get started, I want to talk about a few things, a couple of news items. Guys, you got any comments? Put it in the comment section. I know a lot of you might have questions about the draft. I didn't really do any content off the draft per se. The reason why I have a redraft type audience. So, but a few things I do want to talk about. Guys, Tank Dell got shot. I don't know what happened. I think he's okay, but he is coming out the hospital. But Tank Dell did get shot, but I think he's going to be okay. So that's one thing that I want to mention that's going on right now. Okay, guys, we are filled. Let's get started. You know how I do it. I fill the screen up. Let's go. I appreciate everybody being in here. Let's see who we got in here. We got Aaron Holloway, always showing respect to the channel, always following the content. I appreciate you, bro. Always showing support. Appreciate you. I'm ready this time around. Yes, sir. Mr. Grapefruit in the building. Yes, sir. He said, how do you feel about Ray Davis to Buffalo? I think by playoff time, he's a 50-50 or better than James Cook. I don't think he's or better with James Cook. I like James Cook. I think James Cook is going to play. I think this offense is going to be fine, but I think the guy to get off this offense is going to be Dalton Kincaid and James Cook. I think everybody else is just going to be another guy. Now, could it be, like you said, later in the season? Could some of these guys start hitting? Yes. But really, the only guys that I'm targeting off of the Buffalo Bills, I'm willing to take Josh Allen as maybe a top 6, top 7 quarterback off the board. And I'm willing to take James Cook at the right ADP, which is maybe 5th round, 6th round, depending on your league format. And Ray Davis, I'm just willing to stash him later in my draft. That's all. And Dalton Kincaid, I'm willing to take him as a top 5 tight end off the board. And Holloway says, I think it's a flesh wound with him, but hope he recovers soon. Right. And we know that's what happened with Brian Robinson, too. Flesh wound. Dollar Bill, y'all. Dollar Bill, what's up, bruh? Yes, sir. Ethan Carey, what's up, bruh? Glad to see you here. He says, I'm glad I was able to make this one. Yes, sir, bruh. I'm glad to see you here, man. Y'all guys always show support to the channel. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I may only have about 3,000 subscribers, but I got a loyal 20-25 people who follow my content, spend money on my content, and I appreciate y'all guys. I really do. Nifty in the house. Yes, sir. Yep, anytime. You know it. I got my homeboy Papa Chubb in the building. Appreciate you being here, Papa Chubb. All right, guys, let's begin. I'm going to start the draft. Let's go. Single quarterback. Okay, Sports Dog is on the clock. What is he going to do? He ain't playing. That's my content. They taking Tyreek Hill, number 1 overall. I think that's a great pick. Yes, sir. We got Chris on the clock. Chris is on the clock. Appreciate you being here, Chris. Christian McCaffrey, even though it was an auto pick, it was a good auto pick. Okay, CD Lamb, number 3. That's the guy that's moving up this year in a lot of drafts. CD Lamb. He's going before Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, which was different from last year. Okay, we got Papa Chubb on the clock. Let me see. I'm getting ready to come up here. After I make my pick, guys, I will answer some of the comments. But yeah, so Amara St. Brown, underdog. Great. Hey, underdog has been killing it. He's won a couple drafts. Guys, if you win the draft, I will send you $5 to your cash out. So whoever has the best draft. So guys, if anybody that want to come up and draft with me, you're welcome to. I'm putting the invite in the comment section. So you're welcome to come up here and break down these teams with me. Okay, it's on me. Where am I going? Puka Nakua with the number 9 pick. Okay. Where am I going, guys? I have no clue. Here. Woo, this is tough. All my guys are gone. I'm going to go here. Forget about it. All the top wide receivers is gone. Anybody else that I'd have got have been sloppy seconds per se to me, in my opinion. Dale says, who do you like more, Xavier Worthy or Lad McConkey? I like Xavier Worthy. He went with Kansas City, guys. This is like CMC. You got to move up to take him. I hate to say it because a lot of you guys are in some of my listener leagues, but I'm taking Xavier Worthy probably at the 1-5. I'm taking Xavier Worthy at the 1-5. That's where I'm taking him. Dollar Bill says, I traded Tyree for Jefferson and a 2024 second round pick in Dynasty. I don't think it's bad. I think you could have got more. But I think it's good that you went on and moved him while his value is high. I'm not gonna sit here and I don't have anything bad to say about that. I think that's actually a really good pick. Oh, what should I go right here? Where should I go? Okay. I went with Kyron Williams. I wanted to go AJ Brown since I already had Saquon, but that's fine. It's tough at the 110 out here. It's tough at the 110 out here. Hopefully these guys that came in a draft, they can take their stuff off of auto pick. Dale says that's an insane steal. Who would you do that? I don't think it's insane steal. I thought it's a great pick. I think it's great. I mean, that person, whoever got Tyreek Hill is trying to win right now. I think Tyreek Hill is going to outdo Justin Jefferson this year. Now, in Dynasty, if you think about the long haul, yeah, it was a better pick for the long haul. But right now, going to get Tyreek is not a bad deal. I think that was a even deal. I think it's an even deal. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Yes, sir. I love my boy Tracy Porter Jr. went to the Giants. I love that, guys. He had a chance to play. Listen, I was one of the first guys on him. I hate to get to that because it turns people off on my channel. I've had plenty of people say when I talk about I'm the first on this and I'm the first on that, a lot of people don't like that. But I love Tracy Porter Jr. I've been on him from the beginning before he even started getting any type of steam. I love Tracy Porter Jr. So let's talk about some of the picks here. I love Underdog. He's killing it. He always kills it. He got Amon-Ra St. Brown and LaPorta. Great job. Now, I also like Chris KP. Chris KP got a good team. He got Waddle and Josh Allen. He got the first quarterback off the board. This draft is moving very fast. So I got to get ready to pick before I make any more content. And I also got to post it in the chat so somebody can come up if you want to. RG. You took my boy. RG took my boy. Pause. Let me go and get my quarterback then. I ain't getting no sloppy seconds. I see A-Chain value. I thought about A-Chain, but he was taken anyway. But I think Jalen Wright's gonna get some carries too. I think you got to be willing to. If you take A-Chain, you got to be willing to get volatile. You got to be willing to get volatile because I believe A-Chain could be volatile on a week-to-week basis. I don't believe he's going to boom every single week. Now, he's put on the weight. If he outplays everybody, he can. So don't let draft picks just disturb you from taking certain players that you own. These guys got to play. So if these guys are out there balling, it doesn't matter who else they drafted. They're going to play. All right. Let's see who I'm going to take right here. Who am I taking right here? Okay. Zay Flowers. You see how I took Zay Flowers over a couple wide receivers that the ADP is telling me to take over, but I didn't do that, right? Reason why I got Lamar Jackson. So I'm going to get Zay. And I believe Zay is a great fourth-round pick. I don't think I overdrafted him to get a stack. So you just don't go down the line. Okay, the computer tells me to take Tank Dell. The computer tells me to take Debo. The computer tells me to take Mike Evans. No, go get your guy, but get him in context. Don't overdo it, right? Don't get Romo a Doomsday right here just because, oh, well, I like Romo. No. So I got Zay to go with the team that I have on the board. I think Underdog is killing. He got the Michael Pittman in the 3rd round. So let me post it in the chat, guys. That way somebody can come up. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right, guys. I posted it in the chat. If anybody wants to come up, you're welcome to it. And we can rate the teams and talk about your team. Okay. GDLT says, yo, Marshawn Lord and the Jahmyr Gibbs to the Packers. I don't know. I doubt it. They playing Josh Jacobs a lot of money. Marshall, if it don't happen, the injury don't happen, I don't know if Marshawn really is gonna get the opportunity to. So I think he's a good guy to stash. Okay, I see one of my homies came up. What's up, bro?
Yo, what up, Fantasy Good? How you doing, man? Appreciate you having me on.
I'm good, bro. I'm glad to see a voice behind the GDLT.
Yeah, dude. What's up?
What's going on, man? Appreciate you coming up, bro.
Yeah, man. I just got a question. We thinking Tyrone Tracy's taking over the backfield and the Giants?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think he takes it over preseason, man. I think they see how much better he is than Singletary, and they just run it with Daniel Jones and him, right?
Right, but I think Singletary gonna always get some carries. So
right.
It's only 5 guys in the league that's gonna get 90%, 100% of the carries. But the goal line running back, the guy who's going to catch a lot of passes, I think Tyrone Tracy is going to take that over eventually. So I think Tyrone Tracy got way more upside than Devin Singletary, which right now you can get Tyrone Tracy after Devin Singletary. But by the time redraft start, you won't be able to do that. But I love Tyrone Tracy. And listen, guys, I was on Tyrone Tracy before he even got drafted. That's why I feel like my channel makes my channel a little bit different. A lot of people are scared to really go and take a step out on players. Me, I see a player, if I like the way he looks on film, I look at some other stuff, I rank him on the Phenom Finder, I'm going to go ahead and draft him.
Yeah. And I'm also want to put out like a little bit of a take here, but I think Brock Bowers is going to take over as the #1 weapon for the Raiders mid-season. I think he's going to be the #1 weapon, man. You don't draft a guy with that much value and like how awesome he is in it, like, he's an ascending player. Devontae Adams is on the way down. He's getting older. You never know. He may get injured, right? I mean, this guy's going to be blanketed with targets, I'm thinking.
Right. I agree with
Maybe not early on, but by mid-season, and who knows? Maybe they trade Devontae. You know?
that. Yeah, I think he fits. So, when I look at tight ends, guys, and I'm giving y'all some sauce. So when you on run dominant offenses, usually tight ends do very well, and the Raiders want to run the ball. So I think Brock Bowers is going to get great matchups against linebackers because of the type of system that he's in. So I think Michael Mayer is going to be okay, but Brock Bowers is going to be the pass catching tight end in this offense.
Yeah, I mean, if you saw what freaking Kylan Granson did with Minshew last year, like he was performing in the last weeks of the season there, and if Minshew comes and takes over for AOC mid-season, Brock Bowers is going to go to the moon, man.
I agree. I agree with that. I can't knock you for that. What would you say? Top 12 or top 5?
Top 12 tight end or top 5 tight end? Oh man,
Yeah.
damn. Okay, I'll meet you in the middle. I'll say top 10. I won't say top 12. I'll say
Right.
top 10.
Right. I agree. And I think he could be. So rookies are usually league winning guys for you in the fourth quadrant of the season. But early, I think he could be a little bit volatile, but I think he's a great stash in redraft.
Yeah, man. I just like it, like I try to look at what everybody's saying, right? And everybody like reacts to the Penix choice as like a bad choice. They react to the Bowers choice as a bad choice. So I'm looking for the ones that are the bad. Like I'm not going to try to get everyone that's a bad choice, but one of these is going to be a major surprise that we didn't expect.
I agree with that. No pick is really. I always tell people no pick is bad in fantasy. You just got to get them at the right ADP and stash them, and eventually they have their time and their opportunity.
Well said.
Right.
But yeah, man, I just wanted to, throw those out there. The draft was fun, man. I'm a Pats fan, so I'm glad that we actually got some offensive players in the draft this year.
Yeah. So you like Drake May?
Dude, I mean, I do, but I think he should sit the whole season. Just have Joe Milton like freaking be a body. What do they call it? A meat grinder or something like that. Just like throw Joe Milton out there the whole season. Run the Cam Newton offense that you did. Whatever. See what you got out of like this year's a wasted year. I'm looking at. So just see what you got out of your young buck QBs. See what you got out of Javon Baker if he's a true X or not. If he's a dog, and we'll see.
Right. I see what you're saying. I think in this type of game, the way offensive coordinators, I think you can play these guys early. But you got to be able to protect them. If you can protect them, do you believe that y'all can protect them?
No, exactly. That's why I don't think we throw Drake May there at all this year because we can't trust our O-line right now. So, see what you got out of Joe Milton if he could become a Taysom Hill for us or something like that. And then just dump off passes to Antonio Gibson all year.
Right. And I've been a big Antonio Gibson fan. And if he hits this year, that shows you how players can be misused in the wrong system and they can be used correctly and boom in the right system. So that's what fantasy is about. It's about finding guys that are talented and kind of staying with them because you never know when they're going to get an opportunity to hit and be a big player for you in fantasy football.
Yeah, man. But appreciate you having me on. I'm gonna watch in the chat, and I'll talk to you soon, dude. It's good talking with you.
Yeah, man, appreciate you, bro. You be safe.
All right, peace out.
Yep. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. I don't know why the it went. Maybe I just keep it like this. But yeah, guys, let me see. Yeah, he says I'm not surprised that Marvin Harrison went so late. Yeah, I'm not. So guys, he's not that fast. When you're not like a speed demon, you're not going to be drafted in the top 10. You got to be fast to be drafted in the top 10. He kind of reminds me of Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is not super fast, but he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer. Marvin Harrison is a technician, and he also has great coaching from his dad, so he's going to be fine. I'd rather take a faster guy early. If you ask me, if I'm a GM, I'm taking a faster guy. Dollar Bill says my son's friend got drafted. Kamani Vidal, running back. Hey, listen, he's on the Phenom Finder. So, guys, make sure to go get the Phenom Finder. It's $20 a month for the Patreon. And you also, guys, you're getting a lot of content with that. So that's almost, you almost like, it's like being on the Phenom list of being a member. So I want to let you know, you ain't getting that, and you just getting rookies, right? You're getting a lot of content with that. You can get in listener leagues, Discord. We're gonna give you personalized video. If you need a video or you need to talk to us about something about what to do, you get that. You get that urgency between me and Fantasy Football Key or Dynasty Football Key. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Appreciate y'all for letting me know that, guys. Appreciate y'all for letting me know that. All right. Let me see what I'm about to do here. What am I going to do? What am I going to do here? Well, let me squeeze since I didn't get this opportunity. Let me squeeze. That's what I call squeezing a running back field. Aaron Holloway says, I messed up on this draft. A lot of pressure, and most of who I wanted is gone. Yeah, sometimes you get like that. That's why we do mock drafts. Sometimes you get in the draft and all your guys get sniped. You got to know how to pivot. Especially me. I'm up here, making content, and I still got to be able to pivot when my guys are gone. Ethan says, I think Matthew Stafford is the lowest ADP of how good he is. I agree. That's why I love Matthew Stafford. That's why I've been making a lot of content about Matthew Stafford. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I love Matthew Stafford. I love Matthew Stafford this year. I'm waiting late to pick him up. Yes, sir. Waiting late to pick him up. GDLT says, I hear you. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Dale says, I feel like Lad McConkey is a steal in the 9th round. He is. He is. He's basically a wide receiver 1 for Justin Herbert. Yeah, right. And he's going to be in the slot. And this guy can run. He's fast. I believe he's one of the sneakiest guys on this list. And he's on the Phenom Finder. You got to go look at his score. I'm telling you guys, Tracy Porter is on the Phenom Finder. Xavier Worthy. I'm telling you guys, Romeo Aduze, underdog, he be killing it. Underdog be killing it, man. I agree. I haven't got to his team yet, but he be killing it. I'm gonna go to the teams in a few, though. I'm gonna go through the teams in a few. Yeah, guys, this year I changed it up with content. I started doing more content on single players. I did that when I first started, but now I went to more of like top 5, top 10 all the time. But now I'm gonna do videos on single players that I like or don't like. I think that helps y'all out a little bit. Grapefruit says he didn't follow the rules of the draft. Let me see. Underdog. He did fine. I mean, he could take whoever he wanted to take. It's just a draft. Yeah, he might not have filled his position, but he ain't worried about it. He got 2 quarterbacks for the value. I understand what you're saying, Mr. Grapefruit, but he still follow. It just depends on what this rest of his team look like. But I get what you're saying. Sometimes though, it might be best to take another quarterback instead of getting like sloppy seconds value right there, because you can make a trade later in the season. He says 2 quarterbacks is a broken team. You're right. You know what? To give context with that, but I'm not going to rank that. If his other team is good, I'm not going to make him like take a bad grade just because of that. But I get what you're saying. That's a fair point. Dale says, why wouldn't you take a backup quarterback? I agree, especially if he got value, you can make a trade. Now, maybe I need to do more bench spots, but I don't want to do bench spots because it just takes a long draft. It's a long time. He says it's only 10 picks. Right. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay, so let me start ranking the teams. If anybody want to come up here and help me rank, you can. If you want to do it from the chat, that's fine. So we're going to do the rankings. Let me get my pen out. Where is my pen? Come on, huh? When you need your pen, there it's gone. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll just write it down on my notepad on the computer. All right. Okay. All right, blank. All right. Let's go right here, guys. Guys. Oh, did that come up? Let me get that off that screen. Okay, there we go. All right. So let's start with Sports Dog Team. Ern says, also when bye week comes, you're for your main quarterback, the backup will fit right in. Right. Correct. Okay. So let's go with Sports Dog. He got Tyreek Hill first. I love that pick. Rashad White with the 212. Now listen, it's tough to be at the 1-on-1. That's one of the toughest spots to be this year, guys. So if you get to choose, I don't think you should choose the 1-on-1. I think you should choose maybe the 112, the 111, maybe the 17, 18. The 1-1 is tough this year. The 1-1 is very, very tough. But he got with Tyreek Hill, with Rashad White, Stephon Diggs, okay. Derrick Henry, that's good. Aaron Jones, okay. You got Tua with the stack. You got Jaden Reed, you got Brian Robinson, you got Njoku in the 9th. That's a great pick. You got Mike Williams in the 10th. I'm gonna give that team a B. I'm gonna give Sports Dog a B. The reason why I'm not gonna say, well, you got an A, Jaden Reed is good. I just can't mark that play up higher than that. I would rather took Xavier Worthy over Reed at this point. Now, listen, Reed could be hit, but I think it's going to be a lot of players on the Packers who's going to be getting targets. Is Jaden Reed going to give you a nice floor? He could, but right now, I'm going to say no. Brian Robinson is solid, but is he going to get 100% of the goal line carries? Njoku, I think people are sleeping on Njoku. I love Njoku. Mike Williams, I don't even know if he's going to be full-time healthy. Right. I say Sports Dog is a B too. That's what I'm giving. I'm giving Sports Dog a B. So let me write B for Sports Dog. I think it's a B too. Okay. Let's go on to Chris KP. McCaffrey with the 1-2. Never got nothing bad to say about McCaffrey other than I'm not drafting him. It's not that he's sucking anything. I just don't want to take a risk taking him that early. Now, listen, at the 1-7, 1-8, if I could get him, I think he's a great pick. Ethan Carey says C- for this next team. Jalen Water at the 2-11. Josh Allen, I like that. Isaiah Pacheco, I'm just never big on Isaiah Pacheco. I believe Kansas City is played through Pat Mahomes. He's the goal line back. they gonna make sure that he try to pass the ball when they get to the goal line because they want him to win MVP. He's making a lot of money. They want him to get his bonuses. So I don't like Isaiah Pacheco in the regular season for fantasy football. I like Isaiah Pacheco in real life football because in the real playoffs, he's got hits. But when it comes to regular season Kansas City, their running backs are not great players to pick. Maybe the backup guy who's catching passes. Dunze, I think that's too early. I think there's a lot of mouths to feed on there. So that's a bad pick to me. I can't do it. I mean, you got Keenan Allen, you got Cole Kmet, you got DJ Moore, and you got a rookie quarterback. I'm not saying a rookie quarterback can't do it. I just think it's a lot of mouths to feed. You got Block Barrows. That's another tight end. Another rookie. I think he's top 10. I think there's guys that you could get that at that value right here that's better. I mean, you could have squeezed and got. You could have got D. Let me see. Now, who else? You could have got a Xavier Worthy that's one of the rookies that I'm high on. You could have got another running back like Ramondre Stevenson. You could have got David Montgomery, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Blake Corum. I like him in the eighth round. I like him. I think he's gonna get some run. Keon Coleman. I think there's too many rookies. I think that's very volatile. Aiden Mitchell, Donald Mitchell. I like Mitchell. I just think you went too many rookies and then you went Myers. I'm gonna give that team a CC plus. CC plus. So I'm gonna put C plus in here. So Ethan Carey says C minus. Dale says, yeah, I'm gonna say C on this team. Too many rookies. Aaron Holloway says C. GDLT says Pacheco gonna have a lot of lanes with defenses have no respect for Worthy speed. But yeah, probably better real life football. I agree. In real life. In fantasy, I don't know if he's gonna score enough points because they don't really need him to do that. So, Chris, appreciate you being here, bro. We grade hard here. Nobody don't take it personal. That's just what we do. I'm gonna give him it a C. Okay. Now we're moving on to Kerry. What's going on, Robbie? What's going on, bro? Let me see. All right. CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore. I think that's nice. 2 picks. I got to give DJ Moore some respect, even though he got a rookie. They're going to force feed him the ball. Travis Kelce in the 3rd round. You never could go wrong with Travis Kelce, especially in the 3rd round. Anything in the 2nd, 1st, it's too early for Kelce. 3rd round, that's not bad. Even though he's the 3rd tight end taken off, I think it's not bad. You go Cooper Kupp, 4th, 10. Kenneth Walker, where I got to give you, I think you don't know if Charbonnet of Kenneth don't go to win that job. So I'm not that high on that. Jordan Addison, we got a rookie in Minnesota. I don't know. James Conner in the 7th. He gonna get goal line carries in the beginning. Long as he stays healthy, but if he gets hurt and the rookie comes in, what's the rookie name? I forgot his name. From Florida State. If he comes in and does good while Connor is out, then he could get his snaps taken. Jackson Smith and Jigba in the 8th. That's a good pick. Matthew Stafford in the 9th is one of your best picks. I love him. He's probably one of the best quarterbacks on the board. And I love that you took a shot with Jameson Williams in the 10th. I would give this team a C plus. Trey Benson, correct. Trey Benson, right. That's his name. I'm going to give this team a C plus. Guys, what y'all give this team? I'm giving this team a C plus. B minus for Aaron Holloway, okay? Let me get a couple more guys. B minus, Aaron Holloway. I'm saying C plus. Dale says B plus. Okay. Look like you at least gonna get a B, bro. Because people are like your team. Kerry, appreciate you being here. GDLT says Pacheco was RB 14 last year, though without any legit wide receivers group. Right. So he is either going to lower that or above that because of better receiving course. Right? To me, the way I look at Pacheco is if you can get him for a value, he's going to have good games for you, and he's always on a top offense. He's safe, but I don't want to put the team on it. Like, I don't want to put my team on his back. I don't never want to depend on the Pacheco. I just want to. I'd rather have him as a RB2 or a flex play. I don't want to have him as an RB1, and he doesn't have him as an RB1. But I feel like 411. I would rather got ETN. I mean, ETN wasn't there, or Derrick Henry. Yeah, I agree with it. He wasn't his RB1 though. He was his RB2. But I still think it's still a lot of good running backs out there. I can't draft him over Zamir White. Let me look. I probably even I can't draft him over Kamara. I can't do it. If you can trade for him in the season when you feel like they're gonna start running the ball, maybe he's a better pick. Harambe, appreciate you, bro. Showing support, guys. I appreciate that. He says, would you try to make next draft went out with my girl today? All right, yeah, bro. You good. You always in the draft. You always participate in the draft. But I got you. I know, guys, I didn't do one last week, guys. You know, like it's in the off season, so I got to get my time now. When the season starts, guys, when the more the season starts, I got to go. It's you know what I'm saying? So I try to be able to get my time now when I can. But I appreciate you, Harambe. Yes, sir. GDS said, yeah, he can't be your RB1. He says, yeah, he could definitely get him later. Right. I thought he could have got him later. Yeah, lots of RBs around the fourth round that are better to get. I agree with that. Ethan says, let's go, Harambe. He's basically paid the winners cash out. Right. GWC said, I'm a zero hero kind of guy. Right. Me too. I agree. 100%. All right. So we got Curry Bot with, we got him with a B. I'm going to give him a B. Okay. All right. Let's go on to Nifty. My boy Nifty, always showing support. I don't think Nifty's missed the draft. I don't think Nifty have missed the draft. Right. Okay. So Harambe said you should make a real draft with your subscribers, $50 buy-in and 12-team PPR. But bro, I got free drafts for not for subscribers. Subscribers, I might do something with a buy-in, but for the people who are members, you can get into a free league and win prizes. It's gonna be best ball. I don't have enough room to go and set up the lineup. Now for $50, I can set that line up and I can get in there. But a lot of guys ain't got $50, bro. But what I will do, guys, if you sign up as a member, you can get into one of my listener leagues. And depending on what level you are, is how much you can win. So if you're a Phenom Finder, you can win up to $100 type, whatever it is. Could be a gift card, could be a pack of football cards, whatever. It's going to be $100 value. And then it goes down from each tier there. Also, guys, I'm trying to get in with Pristine. That way I can start giving y'all some jerseys. I do want to do that. He said, phone. Okay, so let's get on to Nifty. Nifty went Jamar Chase, and then listen, I'm not. Okay, let me actually. So I'm not taking Devontae Adams in the second round, but that's not a bad pick because Devontae Adams is going to get hyper targeted, guys. So it doesn't matter that he's older, none of that. This guy's playing. So I like Jamar Chase and Devontae Adams, 0 RB. I think that's a great pick. So right now, I mean, these are two great guys who's going to get 10 targets a game. So you got to give his team an A right now. Now, Malik Neighbors, I think it's a good pick, but it's not going to hit immediately. So I'm going to keep you. Now you're in the B plus area. You're in the B plus area. Travis Etienne in the fourth is a good pick. Kamara is a good pick. You're back in the A's. You're back at Etienne and Kamara. Listen, you can say what you want to say about Etienne, but Etienne was the number one running back for the first 8-9 weeks of the season. Alvin Kamara was a top 12 running back last year, even though he came in at the end of the season. So you got to give respect. Joe Burrow in the 6, gas. look, I like nifty team. Christian Kirk, I'm not big on Christian Kirk. I'm not big on him. So I'm still keeping you as the B+, A-. But it's just me. That's my personal preference. George Kittle in the 8th, that's the value that I think you need to do with George Kittle. I think Trey McBride and all the other guys need to go before Kittle and Andrews this year. So I think that's great value. You got an 18. Javonte Williams in the 9th is another great value. You're not dependent on him or anything. He's a flex play for you. Bro, this is a great team. Josh Downs, I thought it might have been other greater picks than Josh Downs right now, especially after the draft. But I respect it. Right now, I'm gonna give this team an A-. Guys, y'all tell me what y'all think this team is. See. TZ says, okay, hold on. TZ says, are all these drafts beat team drafted win something? Yes. Are all these drafts beat team drafted win something? Yes. If the best team, if you draft, you win something. You win. I'm giving out $5 for whoever got the best drafted team. Whoever we decide who's the best drafted team, I think I cash app you. Yes, best team, correct. And he says B-. Wow, I say A-. Okay, but B-. Ethan says, I like everything, just Neighbors was a little high. Right, that's the only thing. That's why it's an A-. I would said it was an A if it went for Neighbors, but he made up for it with Travis Etienne and Kamara. And then you got Joe Burrow. I don't trust Burrow's health. Right, I understand that, but that's just nitpicking. I agree with that, but I'm not going to nitpick that kind of way. I agree with that. Dale says A-. I agree with that. We got B-, we got A-, we got B+. He says, what days are you doing a draft? Every Sunday. Every Sunday. I might start doing them through the week. Just depends. I like when they fill up. If they don't fill up, then I won't do them. But if they start filling up, I try to do them every day. Harami says, TD, who do you think had the best real life draft? I think the Chargers committed theft all up and down the draft board. I haven't thought about that yet. Who had the best draft? I would say Kansas City. had the best draft, but that's me that's me surface thinking. But I got to do more intel. Great question, though, Harambe. A++. Neil says the Lions. And Aaron says the Rams. Okay. GDLT says the Steelers. Right. So I'm gonna give him an A-. I'm giving Nifty an A-. So right now, Nifty is winning the mock draft. Good job, Nifty. Good job, bro. All right. So let's move on to Mad Cheese. Mad Cheese, he went with, okay, Nifty says Eagles. Okay. So Mad Cheese went with Justin Jefferson, Drake London at the second. Okay. I think it's a little early for Drake. I would like to get him not as a wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3 for his value. I think you can get him as a wide receiver 3, but I understand. Chris Olave, I'm not big on Chris Olave, but you got him in the 3rd round. I think that's good value if you do want to go Chris Olave. Mike Evans in the 4th. Okay, I love those 4 receivers. That's solid. Mark Andrews in the 5th. Then you went Keenan Allen and Xavier Worthy. DeAndre Swift, Jalen Warren, Williams. I'm going to give this a C+. I think your wide receivers are the best thing on your team. They not super good, but they are solid. And you got a lot of upside with Xavier Worthy being there too. So if London takes off, you're going to hit. Olave going to have some good weeks. Mike Evans is Mike Evans. You got Keenan Allen, who's going to be underneath target guy for Caleb Williams. You got that stack. DeAndre Swift, I don't know what he's going to be. And you got him on the same offense. I don't think he's going to get touchdowns. I think he's just going to catch passes. Jalen Warren, if Najee get hurt, I give it a B-, man. C+, B-. I give it a B-. Yes. So they say, let me see. Sports Dog says, I was making supper, so I was quiet, right? But it was fun. I'm taking the first pick because that was what I have with the league I'm on. Right, right. And it's tough, man. It's tough, Sports Dog, the number 1 overall pick. I'm not gonna sit here and cap. I'm gonna start getting it. I don't get it because I don't want people to say, oh, he took the number 1 pick because it's his channel. No, so that's why I don't get the number 1. But it's the toughest. If y'all will come in at a certain time, I will let y'all pick where I'm drafting. I don't care. I draft anywhere. I don't give a damn. Dale says A- on this one. You talking about this team? I don't know. I can't give this an A-. Dale says a bit heavy on wide receivers. I agree. Not saying it's bad because all these guys are going to start. Ethan says C+. I agree with C+. Aaron says C+. Rami says B-, right? Jake says, what's good, my guy? Almost that time of the year. Yes, sir. Jake said, I said what I said. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm going to give this team, I'm going to give it a B-. I'm going to give this team a B-. Okay, Mad Cheese. Okay, and then B-. All right, let's go on to the next. I have to go to my homeboy, Papa Chubb. Okay, first, dollar bill in the house. Bruh, appreciate that, bruh. Wait a minute, this is what I got to do for him. I got to play the gas song. I got to play the song for him.
They like country need another one. They like country need another one. Quasi going crazy.
Appreciate you, bruh. I got to get me a soundboard. That's the next thing, guys. I got to get me a soundboard. Appreciate you, bruh. He says, keep up the content, bruh. You know it. You know it. You know it. I see it's a different, the volume is took up. So I can tell people ready for fantasy now. Usually we got about 9 or 10 people in here. We got 25 people in here today. So the volume has picked up. I appreciate it, guys. Yes, sir. All right. To TD Rich today. Stop it. Stop it, bro. Don't play me like that, bro. I ain't worried about that money. You trying to play me a little bit, Harambe. You trying to play me a little bit. I ain't gonna cap. I didn't got about $60 in here at once upon a time. I done got $60 and $70 on during a week. I know you is, bro. I ain't worried about it. I know you is. You good. You good. You good. But I done got about $60, $70. Don't play me. Don't play me. Oh, buddy. All right, let's move on to Papa Chubb. Okay, so let me go through these super chats. Let me go through these comments. Yes, sir. You know it. Neil says, fellas, we got to get my boy famous. Yes, sir. You got to get me out there. This is a big year. Every year is a big year. Yes, sir. Guys, make sure you go get that Phenom Finder. Go get that. Guys, I'm telling you, when you go in there, you're going to see what I see. Listen, let me post that in the comment section real quick. You're going to see the rookies that I had. I've been had. That Phenom Finder, guys, came out before the draft. So when you go look, I'm not using what people drafted these guys. That's for my draft guide. The draft guide is dropping on May the 5th at Sunday at 12 o'clock. So that's when the draft guide is dropping. Guys, I'm not going off of I went and looked at these guys, and off of my assessment from my coaching experience, from my watching the game, me playing, also the film, I gave these guys a ranking. Also, fantasy football key or dynasty football key. We did this together. Guys, go look at that. You're gonna be like, dang, TD, you already was on this guy, and this wasn't nobody talking about him, but right now he's gonna be good. I'm telling you. Go look at it. Let me post it in the chat real quick. It's in the because it's also in the description box. All right. All right. Let me go. Let me see. Let me post that. Wait a minute. It's tripping. It didn't let me post it. Let me see if it let me post it here. Wait a minute, it didn't do the right thing. Hold on, I'm sorry. I don't know why I got all that in there. Let me see, guys. It's just not looking right. Excuse me, guys, for slowing down the content, but I do want to post this. Okay, there we go. All right, this should work now. All right, this link should work. Let me know if the link works, guys. Let me know if the link works. All right. Robert said, I'm playing. I know you is, bro. I ain't mad. Hey, that was a good one. But don't act like I ain't made 60, 70 bucks in here on the live stream before, though. Ethan says, Papa, I would give D+. I don't know what's good with Tank. I don't like anyone on KC except for Kelsey Mahomes, and I don't like that. Right. Silver says, you the man. Appreciate you, Silver. Always showing support. Ethan says, that's why I trust you, because you put me on Nico Collins last year. Yes, sir. Okay. So Papa Chubb. Let's see what's Papa. Let's break down my boy. He went with B. John Robinson. I love the B. John Robinson. Brandon Ayuk. Right now, I don't know. I can't take him. I wouldn't take him in the second round. I think he could be good if he stays on the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know. It's a lot of mouths to feed. You got CMC taking a lot of touchdowns on this team. You got Debo, who's going to be taking touchdowns. And you also got George Kittle, who's going to be getting. So it's a lot of mouths to feed. Rice, I think I got to deduct him from taking Rice. Now, listen, if Rice don't get in any trouble, then I'll say it's solid, but I don't know. I'm going to have to deduct him from Rice. So right now, I give him a B. I love the B John at 1.6, but right now I'm giving him a B. Tank Dale, I don't know. A lot of mouths to feed on the offense. C+, T. Higgins. I'm not big on T. Higgins. I don't want to deduct him, but he got him in the 5.6. So I still giving him B. DK Metcalf in the 6 is still good. So you're definitely a B, B+, because that's great value. Ramondre in the 7 is great value. Dak Prescott in the 8th is good value. Raheem Mostert with Jalen Wright going there, I don't know. I'm not gonna knock it. And Dallas got it in the 10th. I actually think this is a B+. I think he might not have the guys that everybody want, but he got value on the board. And sometimes that's what you got to do. If your guys are sniped, you got to get the value. You can't just go because you can't always get your honey guys. So you just got to go with the best value for the most upside. And I think that's what he did. So I'm gonna give him a B+. Let me see what y'all are gonna say. Okay, thank you, Arambi. Arambi says link is good. Thank you. Neil says I'm going heavy on wide receivers. Now the RB's not saying it's not RB's values no more. It's the passing league now. I agree. I've been saying that for a long time. TZ says, I think my first rounds are still wide receiver. Then RB would be, would you agree that it's still the play? It just depends on the value. I took, if I could get B. John Robinson and Breach Hall or Breach and B. John, I'm willing to do that. Instead of getting like a wide receiver like A.J. Brown this year, I'm willing to do that. So it just depends on where I'm at. I think you just got to get good value at the ADP. Don't get sloppy seconds. Now listen, if you in the 110, you get Tyreek Hill or CeeDee Lamb, that's different. So then you can go wide receiver. So don't have a preconceived notion where you're gonna go wide receiver, because then you're gonna draft guys at the wide receiver position that aren't really, to me, great value when you could be getting Breach Hall and B. John and CMC and those type of guys and Derrick Henry who got great value, but you got to go get running backs because the wide receivers are being picked through. It's just like clothes. You ever go to a place where they sell clothes and you want to get you a polo shirt, but they've been picked through? So why would you go? You rather go to somewhere where the clothes haven't been, Walmart, if the clothes haven't been picked through. That's how I feel. I don't want to go through pick through clothes or go to a restaurant, a buffet, and they scraping the pan to get the rest of the chicken pie out. I don't want that chicken pie. I want a fresh batch of chicken pie. I want a fresh batch. So I'm saying go with a fresh batch at. So if ain't nobody took no running backs, then I'm willing to go with the running backs because nobody's been put. Only one of them been off the board when you can took 6 or 7 wide receivers. If nobody's took a quarterback, go get your quarterback because that's the best value on the table. Nobody has picked the quarterback. Tight end. Nobody's picked Travis Kelce or Trey McBride or Laporta. Go tight end. Try to always be the first one in, and I mean that no pun intended. It's just like a girlfriend. You don't want to be all your homeboys dated her, and you the 6th one to date her. Not saying this, and I don't, no pun intended to any ladies, no disrespect, YouTube, anybody, but you don't want to date sloppy seconds. Your homeboy made out with her, everybody that made out with her, and you make out with her as the 6 or 7s. You a fool. You a clown. You a clown. Now, what you don't know won't hurt, right? But listen, I don't want to let's stick to the format. Let's stick to the format, right? We don't want to get off topic. Okay. So yeah, I'm giving him I think I said I'm gonna give him a B. I think I said I was gonna give him a B. So let me look at let me skip around to the comments. Aaron says a B. Let me see. Anybody else want to give me any points? Yeah, I think it's a B. So I'm gonna give him a B. Papa Chubb. B. We can revisit this. We can always go back and change the grade if we have to get a winner. Okay, so let's go on. Let me read some of the comments real quick. Dale says B- for me. Okay, B-. For me, Ayuk is tough in the second round, and Rice might get suspended. I agree. That's what killed this team, even though he took good value. I think he saved himself. Like, he didn't take any bad picks outside of like reaching for a guy, but it's okay. He took guys who got an opportunity. He didn't go get no rookies just because he could get rookies, right? That's why I want y'all to understand the redraft. Don't go get a rookie just because they hot. Now, I know this is a mock draft, but a lot of you go get a rookie to where, I didn't know who else to take. If I go get a rookie, it's going to be good value. It says Ayuk is a tough one in the second round, and Rice might get suspended. Correct. Sport said, TD, being that my league is redraft, your guide should work great for me, right? And my guide should work also for Dynasty too, but it's basically designed around redraft and just drafting. It's a draft guide. It's not really for like a redraft, a Dynasty, or full PPR, but it has content in there where you can do all of that. And guys, you should actually get the draft consultation with that. Not saying you won't be able to like read that and use it, but it's going to help you. Like, I can, because right now people can say, well, why shouldn't I take Ayuk right here? And I might say, no, fade Ayuk and tell you to go pick Laporta right there, right? Because, that's the type of stuff that I think makes my channel good, and also that I have context in. So make sure, guys, if you want to get that draft consultation, which is $70 with the draft guide and me being at $70, but if you just want the draft guide, it's $24.99. If you just want a consultation, guys, that's going to be $100. That's $100, and I'm going to be with you the whole draft. It could be 2 hours, or we could go through 2 weeks because you're in a long draft, a 4-hour, 8-hour draft. Just depends on how you're going to do it. All right. Yeah, he said, so yeah, I think you said that you will update the guide as needed, right? Yes, I will. As the season goes on, just for y'all to have some context. So I'm going to be changing the rankings part. Now, my 0 RB guys, that's going to be already gone because that's all we're going to be already drafted. But as far as how I rank my 1 through 24, I'm going to change that up depending on each week. So that's why you're going to want to get that. And you got to pay for it one time. Now, the Phenom Finder is going to be upgraded every week. And you paying that on because that's going to be everlasting content. Like, you're going to be getting stuff all through the season to make trade content. If you want to make trade content, the draft guide is not going to be for that. But the Phenom Finder is going to help you with trade content, even if you redraft. So you need to say, hey, TD, should I do this trade? If you ain't on the Phenom list as far as my members, I'm not doing it this year. Then if you get that Phenom Finder, you can always hit me or Dynasty Football Key Up, and we'll help you with the trade. Be with you the whole time. I mean, tit for tat. That's why you're going to want to pay that Phenom membership tier on the Patreon for $20 a month, because we're going to be with you the whole time, guys. And I'm starting the Discord. All right. Dale says, other than that, I like it. Right. Neil says, but you still have to get a running back stud. Yes, you do. You don't have to get a running back stud. You can get a guy who can late bloom, because a running back can give you 11 points, 12 points. So you still can win if you got wide receivers putting up 20 point, 30 point. And then next thing you know, that running back has changed. Look at Chuba Hubbard, how he later in the season he started hitting. Zamir White. You don't see that in wide receivers. Puka, either you're gonna come out week 1, week 2 and start doing it, or you ain't gonna do it at all. Tank Dale was, you get a few guys here and there, but it's harder. Running backs, man, you look at the fourth quadrant, it's 5 or 6 running backs in the top 12 that nobody talked about. So that's why I'm willing to go wide receiver early and then go running back late, because running backs change in the fourth quadrant of the season, which is mainly the fantasy football playoffs. Dollar Bill says Tank and Rice are cleared. He is good. Right. Oh, Rice is cleared too? Rice is going to miss some games, though. Okay, he's going to miss some games. About 3 to 4 games. Okay. So we nitpicking a little bit because it is a mock draft, but okay. I still gave his team a B. We still gave his team a B. That's a good team. A C is a good team. People might not think that you can win a championship with a C team, because we ain't talking about no waiver wire stuff or anything. Harami says glad Tank is okay. Right. Neil Field says running backs and tight ends hit or miss, pray. Right. Tight ends don't really matter. I don't think you have to have an elite tight end to win the league. Then that can help you win, but I don't think it's going to drag your team where you don't win. You can stream tight ends and still win. Running back, you got to find somebody who can be a top 24 for you. Wide receivers, if you do that, you got to have top 5. You got to have at least 2 top 5 wide receivers or top 12 guys every single week, and a top 5 quarterback. So if you go 0 RB, you got to have some studs at the other positions. Neil says 40 point, 50 point. Yes, sir. 40 point, 50 point. 40 point, 50 point. 40 point. TZ says, I'm just thinking if my guys are taken, then I can pivot, but I would hate to leave my favorite wide receiver and have someone take them. Right. That's what I agree with that. If your favorite wide receiver is on the board, yes, you definitely got to get him. TZ says B. I agree. Nifty says first one and last one out. Right. Come on now. Shh. Don't tell them young boys about that, Nifty. Ethan says if Tank is clear, I'm going C+. Right. So y'all gave him a B. All right, let's move on to underdog. I'm going on the underdog now. Okay. Underdog said his team is Amon-Ra St. Brown at the 1-7. I love it. I think that's the same value that Amon-Ra was going last year that I was drafting him. So if you can get him at the 1-7, I think that's great value. Sam Laporta. Now listen, you might say, well, that's early for Sam Laporta. Now, guys, because you're not going to get, because Marvin Harrison, no. Nico was already gone. Brandon Ayuk, Drake London, maybe Devontae Adams. He could have went Devontae Adams if he wanted to. But he went Laporta because he said, I got Amon-Ra, so I'm going to pivot to Laporta to get a stack on an elite top 5 offense. He already got an 18 right there. That's an 18. Even though I'm not taking Laporta in the second round, it don't got anything to do with that. He got to take the best play on the board to go with your team. Guys, sometimes just because the player is good don't mean it fits your team. You can get Jamar Chase and you ain't got nothing else. Why did you get him right there? You should have maybe went with a tandem or a stack to help your team to make sure you squeeze in an elite offense in case somebody break out. That's a 3rd round pick. But if you just go get Jamar Chase and then you go Marvin Harrison because there's nobody else there because you just want to go wide receiver, it's a bad pick. So that's what I want to say. So Laporta was a good pick right there because he got Amon-Ra and Laporta. Then Michael Pittman, love that. That's an A. That's an 18. Anthony Richardson, love that. That's a stack. I'm giving this guy, I'm not going to go to A+ yet, but it's an A. It's still an 18. Devontae Smith in the 5th round, A. Joe Mixon in the 6th, A. Because he ain't dependent on Joe Mixon. He's 0 RB. So he can he can drop Joe. He don't care. He took him in the 6th. Kyler Murray in the 7th, where you can make a trade and get a better running back. You can say, listen, I give you Kyler Murray and Joe Mixon, and you can get a better running back. Then you went Brooks. I don't know if Brooks is gonna come off the knee injury. I wouldn't have done that. So I'm gonna put the team on an A- now. That's just me nitpicking because I don't know. But then he got Chuba Hubbard down here. So no matter what, so he actually squeezed. So I'm putting him back at an A. That's how you do it. So he squeezed in case whoever hit out of Carolina, I'm gonna have that. Unless it's like Benson, but he's still I still like the 2 bigs. Then he got Chase Brown in the 9th. I think this team right here is an A-. Harami says, oh boy, right. A right off the bat. Okay, A right off the bat, right. For underdog. Ethan says C-. Woo, that's tough. That's tough. Harami says that team is an A, right. I just don't trust the running backs. Right. Yeah, the running backs is a little iffy, but it don't matter. He's gonna be able to make some moves. I like the way he drafted his running backs. I still say A-. Those running backs will be for me. I'm gonna give him an A-. So right now it's a tie between Nifty and Underdog. It's a tie between Nifty and Underdog. Both of them got A-. All right. Let's go to RG. Okay, RG went Breach. Yes, not Breeze. Breach. Like bleach. Breach. Oh. That shit is hilarious, man. Y'all be killing me with that, bro. I do. I call him Breach Hall. My girl be getting on me too. Be like, is you saying Breach Halls or Breach Hall? I'm like, Breach Hall. But Breach Hall, Marvin Harrison. That's too early. That's too early for me. I listen, I get Kyler Murray can ball out. I just don't know if he's gonna be able to separate day in and day out for all the value that's on the table. It's a lot of value right there at the 2-5. Trey McBride, I love him in the 3rd. I like that. You got 2 studs on the same offense, so that makes the Marvin Harrison pick a little bit better. Debo Samuel in the 4th. I can never be mad at Debo. I'm fading him, but it's Debo Samuels. Amari Cooper in the 5th is great value. We know what Amari can do. Even though he's a veteran, he's older, we know he can boom. That man scored about 70, 80 points. 70 points. He went 50, 40 points on people last year in that 1 week. I think it was in the playoffs too, first week. George Pickens in the 6th is solid. You got David Montgomery in the 7th. I'm okay with that. Jordan Love, I think that's a great value. I think that's a top 5 quarterback in the 8th round. You got Lad McConkey. I think that's good in the 9th round. That's a great pick in the 9th round. And you got Ferguson in 10th. I think you already had Trey. I don't think you had to go get him. I'm gonna give this team a B+. I'm giving this team a B+. Great value all over. Nifty says Nifty has the best team so far. Yeah, it's a tie. It's between Nifty and Underdog. Dale says, when do you think Marvin Harrison should go? Who do you like more at that pick? Let me see. I like Devontae Adams. I like Jalen Waddle. I like a quarterback. Any quarterback there if ain't nobody else you want. I like Michael Pittman there over Marvin Harrison. I'm picking Michael Pittman off the board before I go Marvin Harrison. That's it. I ain't going to the 3rd round for guys. But yeah, I like Laporte. Laporte wouldn't fit his team. But I'm definitely picking Laporte for Marvin Harrison in this instance, but I'm not gonna go Laporte there. I'm not going Ayuk there, but I still like Ayuk over Marvin Harrison. I like everybody except for maybe I like Rashad White there. I don't mind going Rashad White there. But I'm not saying it can't hit. But if your team can withstand and Marvin Harrison really get going, and he could get going immediately. I mean, he could be a top 12 wide receiver. It's possible. I'm not saying he's gonna be, but it's possible. Yeah, so I'm giving him what did I say? RG. I'm giving this team a B+. B what I say? But I'll give him a B+. Yes, I'm giving him a B+. I'm giving him a B+. Aaron says B. Harami says, Amari took me to the title game 60 in the playoff. Right. 60 burger. A- for me, Dale. Okay. Dollar Bill says, agree with Dale. Okay. A-. Okay. Nifty says, those top 2 rookie wide receivers you got to take early if you want them. That's true. That's true. If you want them, you're right. If you want them, I just can't do it, man. That's hard for me to depend on. If you can manage, because listen, Jamar Chase struggled the first 4 or 5 weeks of the season last year. If you can withstand that, and then when he get going, yeah, you got a league-winning player. I just don't know if I want to wait that long. That's just me. But I agree with that. What you're saying, if you're not capping. You speaking facts. If you want those guys, because people gonna go get them. Dale says Rashad White is crazy. Yep, I agree. I would have took Rashad White at the 212. Ethan says, so far for me, it goes number 1, Nifty, number 2, Sports, since he had to go number 1, right, and Underdog number 3, right. Okay. Neil says, y'all don't realize Murray is his quarterback now. Y'all got to realize to be smart. Right. I agree with that. I agree. Murray is his quarterback, but I think you might lose some games because Marvin Harrison giving you like 12 points where it was a good real life game. But in fantasy, you think they're not going to give it to a running back? You think they're going to target Marvin Harrison down there to get the red zone touchdowns when you got Devontae Adams right here? You got Devontae Adams getting that value. You know what I'm saying? I rather would have took Devontae Adams over Marvin in a redraft league because he's going to get target down there in the red zone. I don't think Marvin's going to do that early and often. So that's the point that I'm saying. But you're right. Ethan says C for me. And if it was Dynasty, A-. Right. Right. If it was like a startup Dynasty, right. But yeah, I'm going to give him a B+. I'm giving him a B+. RG. All right. B+. All right. We got to go with away. All right. He goes Puka Nacua. I love Puka Nacua at the 9th. A lot of people want to wait. I love Puka Nacua. Nico Collins. I think Nico is okay to go at the 2-4. I like him better than Marvin Harrison. AJ Brown is going off the board. I like him better than Ayuk. And as in right now, I like him better than London. I don't like him better than Devontae Adams. I like him better than DJ Moore. I don't know. I like Waddle at the right. If you get the right players to go with Waddle, you want to be. But he got A-Chain, so I might would have wanted to take Waddle there. I'm definitely taking him before Diggs and Olave. I might would have took Michael Pittman at the 2-4. I like Michael Pittman over Nico. That's just me. But Nico is a solid pick. A-Chain in the 3rd is a good pick, even though we got Jalen right there. You got Jalen Hurts, good pick. You got Zamir White, who I think is going to be a top 12 running back this year. You got Christian Watson in the 4th. I like him personally. I don't want to be biased, but I like Christian Watson. I love Evan Ingram. That's a top 5. You got Marvin Mims. This is a sneaky good team. Then you got Zach Moss, who going to get maybe some goal line carry, especially early in the season. Then you got Jahan Dotson. Woo! This team, I'm giving it a B+. It's almost an A- team. If y'all put it at A-, I say A-. I'm giving it a B+. This is a good team. I just don't think it's quite better than Nifty's and Underdog. So I don't want to just give him an A-, but this is a good team. This is a good team to me. This is not a bad team at all. What do y'all say? Okay. TZ says, I would have picked Marvin around 7th or 8th round. Me too. But he ain't going to make it there. He's not going to make it there. TZ says C. Right. So he's talking about the last team. All right. Ethan says, away, I would give that team an A. Right. I love Nico and Zamir. I do too. I like Nico and Zamir too. Okay. So we got an A. Then we got Dale saying, are you concerned about Nico and Diggs coming in? No, I'm not, because this is going to be a high volume team. This is going to be a high volume team. So I'm not concerned. I don't think they can really, because Nico going to get 10 to 12. Now, he might not get like 1,400 yards, but I can see him with 1,100 yards with 12 touchdowns. He is the jump ball guy on this team. Diggs is the underneath guy. And Tank Dell is the 70-yard touchdown bomb guy if he's healthy. Harami says B. It feels like Stroud really likes Tank. It's a wet rail, right? I agree, but I think Tank is going to be the deep threat guy. Rami says solid B, right? I want to say B plus. And Neil says, do anybody got a PPR league I can join for this year? Yes, man. I got some. It's not redraft. It's not redraft, but I got some dynasty leagues. If anybody don't want to hit me up in my email, guys, at fantasygoodsports@gmail. I got some orphan leagues and them some solid teams. It's some really good teams. There's not no trash teams either. But you can look at them before you get them. I got a couple $30 teams, and I got one. I think I got a couple $100 teams too. So you can pick which one you want to get in. Dale says B. Yeah, I'm gonna get this team a B plus. I think it's a really good team. All right, away. B plus. All right. So, guys, I'll let y'all. We'll come back and do me at the end because I don't want to sit here and let y'all do my team. Anytime, Aaron Hall. Yep, anytime. You did a great job, bro. That's Aaron's team. He says, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, you did a great job. Sports Tito, are you planning on doing any mock drafts this week? Bro, I might, because I think the volume is different. So I'm probably going to do another one. The volume is different. There's more people in here now. So it's worth my time to do a mock draft. So I probably will. And I'll post it probably about an hour ahead of time. That way y'all have time to come in here and choose your spots. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Okay, I'm gonna go to Vagoon. We'll get me last. And I'm not in the winnings, but if we can just rank my team. This is probably one of the. Just real quick, I would say this is not one of my best teams. The last 2 or 3 drafts I've had A- teams. This one probably in the B's, but that's just me. Vagoon did Jahmyr Gibbs, AJ Brown. I think that's good. Pat Mahomes, Josh Jacobs. That's A- right there. I think you got Pat Mahomes in the 3rd. You got AJ Brown in the 2nd. You got Jahmyr Gibbs at the 111. And you got Josh Jacobs in the 4th, which is good value. You didn't take him too early. He's going to be on the elite offense, scoring a lot of points. I think he takes Jordan Love numbers down a little bit for his passing touchdowns, but I still think Jordan Love is good. But Josh Jacobs could have 8 to 10 rushing touchdowns. Najee at the 5'11", I don't know. And this is where I think he got a little saucy. I'm not saying Terry McLaurin is not going to be good, but I don't know how Jaden Daniels hits Terry. So right now I'm giving this team a B. I'm giving it a B with Najee and Terry McLaurin. Romeo in the 7th, I think that's good value, so I'm still staying B. Trey Benson with Arizona. I'm still going B. Khalil Shakir is a good pick. I don't know if it's going to be a wide receiver that's going to be to take his value. I think Khalil Shakir can end up being a number 1 guy, so I think that's a great pick. I could go B plus maybe. Tyler Algier as a backup guy in case something happened to Bijan. Because if something happened to Bijan, this guy could be top 12. So I would give this team a B. I'm saying B. It says A Goon, I'm giving a C minus. Okay. He says with Arthur Swift, though, Najee trending up. Right. But Jalen Warren is there too. Dale says B minus. Okay. Ron B says team is B. Okay. I think it's a B too. Aaron Holloway says B. And Sports Dog says, will they be around this time? Yes, about 6 p.m. I agree. About to maybe 9 p.m. Right. And guys, I'm gonna get the timing a little bit better through the week. We'll get that. But you know, my mock drafts on Sundays around 6 to 7. 6 to 7 o'clock. But yes, it's gonna be around from 6 to 9. Correct, bro. Correct. I know when to look the link. Right. It'll be from 6 to 9. Right. Correct. So I'm giving this team a B. I'm gonna give Vagoon a B. Good. Hey guys, there's a lot of good teams in here. Y'all guys draft really, really well. It's only a couple C teams. It doesn't mean that they bad. It's just we ranking them right now. We don't know what's going to happen. So just because you got C don't mean that your team is bad. We just ranking them in a vacuum. So please don't take it personal. Okay, let's get with Bam Bam. Let's get with Bam Bam. Okay, we got Garrett Wilson. We got Jonathan Taylor. Okay, I'm not a big fan of taking Garrett Wilson at the 112. I don't know. I think Breach is going to take a lot of opportunities, but Garrett Wilson is very talented. Jonathan Taylor in the second is straight. I love the CJ Stroud. I love the James Cook. I love the Pitts. I love the Eckler. I love the Ridley. Okay, this team came through. I think it's solid. I'm not like big on Garrett Wilson, but I think it's a solid team. James Cook in the 4th. Kyle Pitts in the 5th. Eckler is really good. Ridley could be a number 1 wide receiver for Tennessee. I think Will Levis is going to have a good year. Marquise Brown, Nick Chubb in the 9th. I know it's 9th round Nick Chubb. So even with the knee injury, what can I say in the 9th round? You didn't have to spend a lot of high draft capital. D Hop in the 10th. I'm gonna say this team is a B+. I'm gonna say this team is a B+. Let me see. Okay, he says Najee is a good 0 RB target this year with upside. He is. I don't know how this offense is going to do, man. I'm nervous, but I think saying what you're saying, I think the upside is there for him to be a great 0 RB where he could be top 24, top 12, just depending on how the team flows. Arami says also the quarterback play will be better, hopefully, and they got a better offensive line too. How often do you think you would do dynasty rookie drafts? It just depends. If I get enough guys that want to do it, I need y'all to go in the comment section. Maybe I'm gonna put a poll out, and if I get enough people on the poll that says yes, TD, do a rookie startup dynasty rookie draft. Rookie draft, yeah, like a rookie draft, yeah. I would do one for as a mock draft. Ethan says B-. Okay, I say B+. Aaron says B+. Harami says that team's an A team. Okay. I'm not gonna sit there and say it ain't. Like, I see what you're saying. Competitive, right. And this team is a solid A. Okay. So we got 2 A's in there. We're A-. Okay, I'll give it an A-. I'm gonna give Bam Bam an A- because he took D-Hop in the 10th round. So I'm gonna give this team an A-. And we got to choose between 3 teams. So let me put this in here. Okay, so Bam Bam. A-. All right, before we get to Bam Bam, Underdog, and Nifty, those are the 3 teams that's going to be up for decision. He says that's a nice draft from the 12th spot. I agree. I think it's very solid. He took him at the right ADP. He didn't, and it ain't because he didn't get no rookies, but he took great value. I mean, Calvin Ridley in the 7th, Marquise Brown in the 8th, Nick Chubb in the 9th. Kyle, I like that you went with Kyle Pitts. I might would have took Kincaid first, but especially with not that many weapons on Buffalo, so I like it. All right, so let's go. I'm gonna let y'all do my team real quick. I'm not gonna rank it. Y'all tell me. Don't be easy on me. I'm not gonna block you. I don't care if you say TD, man, that's a C-. Oh, that's a D. I don't care. That won't bother me. But I go through it real quick while y'all put it in the comment section. But I went Saquon because that was the only value at that point in time. I wanted Puka Nacua. I wanted Bryce. I wanted all the guys that went before that I got. I wanted those guys. I like Barkley over Jahmyr Gibbs because Jahmyr Gibbs is sharing. So that's why I chose to go with Barkley over Jahmyr Gibbs. Jonathan Taylor, to me, is just a 2nd round value guy. I went with Kyron Williams because I feel like even though he got a little bit of competition with Blake Corum, I still like him on the elite offense. So I went with Kyron Williams, and I went and got the best quarterback that I know that was left on the board because Trey McBride was gone. And the other wide receivers that was there, Michael Pittman was gone. So I went with the best guy. I wanted Michael Pittman. I also Zay Flowers. I got Lamar and Zay. I think Zay is going to be a top 12 wide receiver. I think Lamar is going to hyper target him. They're going to pass the ball more this year, even though they got Derrick Henry. But Zay is going to prove that nobody can stay with him. He's too fast and too quick. Dalton Kincaid, I think he's going to, on this team where they don't have really a true number one wide receiver like that, I think Dalton Kincaid is going to be a top 5 tight end this year. We've seen it at times as a rookie. Godwin. I think Godwin is going to be the PPR guy. Mike Evans is the down the field guy. Godwin is a little bit younger. And I feel like Godwin is going to be good underneath. He's being better off that knee injury. So I like Godwin. I wanted better wide receivers, but they was gone. With nobody there at that value to me. I didn't want Pickens. I didn't want Metcalf. Metcalf is a boom guy, but I wanted something consistent right there. Deontay, to me, I think like he can be a top 5 guy. I love Deontay Johnson. Tajay Spears and Tony best value. And I got both of them because one of those guys is going to be good. Even if I got to play both of them together, I'm okay with that. And then I got Sheehy, who with no Michael Thomas, I feel like is going to be a top guy, and he also does returning. And I think I can get some touchdown upside with him doing kickoff return. So Ethan says C+. I don't like going 2 running backs first and a second, but you did good in the middle of the draft. Right. And I get what you're saying. I don't like those 2 guys to be special, but if one of them break out, I got him. If nobody breaks out, that's fine. I can move on from him. I got him late. Dale says good running backs, but I like to see more from the wide receivers. Right. Williams just drafted a rookie running back too. Maybe B- or B. I agree with that. Wasn't nobody else on the board. I could have went LaPorta, but why would I want to go LaPorta when I still got Kincaid on the board who can be just as good as LaPorta? That's just how I saw it. To me, my best picks was Lamar and Zay. I feel good about Lamar and Zay and also Deontay Johnson. So I agree. I think this team, I would give myself a B-, C+, maybe B. Aaron Holloway says B. Yep. And Arambi says, you can tell you got creative, TD. That's not your typical draft style, but watch Broccoli RB1 this year. Well, I don't think I did anything different. I think all my guys was gone. Look at Barkley. Tell me who else I could have got there. Because if I could have got somebody else, I would have done it. I would wanted to take Barkley. I wanted to take like Breach and Barkley or Breach and Bijan. They were gone. I wanted to take like Puka Nacua. He was gone. Amara, he was gone. Would you say it was a good draft if I took? Because I could have done this. I could have took AJ Brown and LaPorta. Those are high-end guys, but I don't want those guys. I don't think AJ Brown is going to be a top 5 wide receiver this year, right? So that's how I feel. But I get what you're saying. Let's go on. So listen, right. And I do usually go wide receivers, but wasn't nobody there. I could have went AJ Brown and Garrett Wilson. I just didn't want to. But let's go on to Bam Bam. Let's look at Bam Bam. Actually, let's go back down here to what you call it first, though. Let's go to Nifty. I'm sorry. Let's go to Nifty first. Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Malik Neighbors. The only thing here that looks bad is Neighbors and Josh Downs. Outside of that, guys, he got to kill a team. I mean, you got Christian Kirk with the next best wide receiver being a rookie, Brian Thomas. Right. I do. Then you got to look at who's the next one? Then you got Underdog. I think it's Underdog. Nifty. Okay, y'all saying Nifty. I'm gonna go with y'all. If then somebody else say Nifty, then you got Bam Bam. Bam Bam got a good team too. What are y'all thinking? You got Underdog. You got Amara, LaPorta, Pittman, Richard, Devontae Smith. Those first 5 picks right there, I love it. See, you might say, well, why you didn't take Laporta? I don't want to take Laporta. But when you get Amon-Ra, that's the team. That's why my team is not good. I couldn't get no stacks. Everybody sniped all my stacks. I could have had a similar team to Bam Bam, and he got the team. That's why he got a B+ team. But I don't like Taylor. I didn't want to take Taylor. But yeah, I like underdog. I like those first 5 picks right here. I think it's killing it. Nifty, Jamar Chase, and Devontae is nasty. ETN and Kamara, his first 4 picks, 4 out of 5 picks is gas. But then listen, he got Neighbors. Neighbors can lead the Giants in targets, so we could be hard on Nifty. Joe Burrow, Kurt Kittle, Javonte. So we got Nifty is my favorite team. I like Bam Bam or Nifty personally, okay? Underdog. That Burrow Chase stack is going to hit, and those running backs will carry. Right. I'm a Bengals fan, so I'm biased, right? All the 3 of those teams are legit, right? Like, to get the Kittle, right? So we got Nifty here. We got Underdog. Then we got Nifty. And we got Nifty. Okay, I look like I'm going to give it to Nifty. I think I'm going with Nifty today. Nifty, congratulations, bro. You got the number 1 team. Good shit, bro. Yes, sir. So listen, guys. Let me see. Guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here. I like to thank my for the super chat, Sarami and Dollar Bill. Appreciate the super chats. Yes, sir. Congratulations. Aaron, you had a nice team too, bro. You had a real nice team too. I think the difference between your team, Aaron, reason why you wouldn't be an A-, it wasn't any stud players that everybody want to make your team juicy. When those players run out, that's the thing. But I love the Puka Nacua, and I think Nico was a good pick there. I think, and you took A-Chain, that's a boom guy. You took Hurts, Zamir. I love that you took, a lot of people are not going to agree with that. I love the upside of Christian Watson, Evan Ingram, Mims. You got a good team too. You can easily be an A- too, bro. But we nitpicking here. So you did a good job. Guys, we all trying to get better here. Harami says, Nifty is nifty. Well done. Yes, sir. Nifty said, appreciate it. You know it, bro. Hey, listen, hit me up at my Gmail, fantasygoodsports@gmail.com. And I see it at $5. Yes, sir. You know it, Aaron. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Y'all be safe. Peace.
Okay, turn me up. They don't want no smoke, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I'm rolling up. They say that shit hot. Hot, bitch, I'm burning up. So let's talk some business. Ain't no money, I ain't showing up. Don't know how to act, a bunch of country niggas pulling up. Okay, turn me up. Now they say they want that country shit. Okay, now turn me up. To death on camouflage. Gotta keep a foot up on their necks cause they might sabotage. I ain't come for peace, I brought the mask, about to terrorize. Step. If you ain't hating, nigga, keep that bullshit to yourself. Get my bop on you niggas. Don't never question if I'm a real nigga. I get a lot for you niggas. Bitch, they thought I was finished, but I got a lot for you niggas. Lil John on them niggas. I'm the bra on them niggas. I'm the hottest in the business. Okay, put me in the mix. I can tell you used to lame niggas that ain't this. Think you coming up a bag, you ain't getting shit. You say wanna fuck, but now she see a nigga lit. Country for life in this bitch. Okay, turn me up.